Excuse me. You're in the wrong seat. The piercing voice sliced through the elegant silence of the first-class cabin. Passengers turned, half interested, half annoyed. A white woman with frosty blonde hair and sunglasses too large for her narrow face stood, glaring at a young black man comfortably settled in seat 1A. She clutched her Chanel purse like it was a shield, the pearls on her neck trembling with each impatient breath. The man, no older than 30, lifted his gaze from his book. Calm. Sharp. Dressed in a deep navy blue tailored suit with brown leather shoes so polished they glinted beneath the overhead light. A gold wristwatch peeked out from his cuff. His expression was unreadable, but his voice was gentle. This is seat 1A. It's mine. She scoffed. No, it's mine. Don't argue. You people always sneak into places you don't belong. Get up, or I'm calling security. Her words dropped like glass shattering on marble. A nearby passenger gasped. Another pulled out a phone. Before we continue, if you are watching our video for the first time, you're highly welcome to Elliot Stories. Please bless and support us by hitting that subscribe button. Turn on your notification bell to get notified for more edifying stories coming your way tomorrow and never to miss any. Share this story with friends who love stories filled with twists and morals, and with loved ones who believe in respect and justice, no matter the cost. Where are you watching from? Tell us in the comments. We love seeing how far our stories travel. Also, endeavor to stay till the end of this video because there's a little package for you that you don't want to miss. To our unique constant viewers, our high-esteemed subscribers, lovely new viewers, and first-time subscribers, thank you for being part of our growth. The man's name was Jordan Cole, founder and CEO of NovaJet Airways. And the plane they were about to board. It bore his name across the tail fin. Jordan didn't raise his voice. He reached into his blazer and calmly presented his boarding pass. Jordan Cole. Seat 1A. The woman, who would later be identified as Judith Parker, jerked backward as though he had slapped her. That's fake. There's no way someone like you could afford this seat. What are you, an assistant to a celebrity? The flight attendant approached, eyes darting between them. Everything all right here? Jordan didn't speak. He handed the boarding pass to the attendant. She examined it, looked at her tablet, then turned to Judith. Mrs. Parker, your seat is 1B. This gentleman is in the correct seat. Judith exploded. Unacceptable. Call the captain. I'll not sit beside a liar who thinks is entitled to my seat. Do you have any idea who I am? At that moment, a passenger several rows behind muttered, Yeah, racist. The flight attendant gently repeated, Please take your assigned seat. We'll be taxiing soon. Judith didn't move. She folded her arms. Either he moves, or I won't fly. And I demand to speak to the person in charge. She got her wish. Moments later, the captain emerged from the cockpit. But behind him walked a tall, sharply dressed man in black. The head of NovaJet's internal security team. He walked straight to Jordan and extended a hand. Good evening, Mr. Cole. Apologies for the disturbance. Would you like us to remove the passenger? Jordan glanced at Judith. She was pale now. Her mouth opened slightly, confusion painted on her face. Remove, she whispered. The head of security turned to her. The man you insulted is the owner of this airline. Mr. Jordan Cole. He built NovaJet from the ground up. Judith's knees buckled slightly. She staggered backward into 1B. But it was too late. Jordan stood. Calm. He turned to the captain. Ground the flight. I want her removed. And I want this entire incident reviewed by our guest relations team. Yes, sir. The announcement came seconds later. Ladies and gentlemen, due to an unexpected delay involving a passenger concern, we will return to the gate and resume shortly. The murmurs ignited. Passengers began whispering louder. Some applauded. Someone said, That's what happens when you judge people by their skin. Judith was escorted off. Screaming. Pleading. Humiliated. Her voice echoed down the jet bridge. I didn't know. I didn't know. The clip went viral in under an hour. #Siev's Karen trended for 3 days. News outlets picked it up. Blogs praised Jordan's calm authority. Advocacy groups released statements. Judith Parker lost her position on a local board of trustees. Her son's school asked her not to attend events until further notice. Her gym revoked her membership. And days later, she requested a private meeting with Jordan. Against advice, he accepted. She entered the glass-walled boardroom with trembling hands. No makeup. No pearls. Just a woman stripped of ego, now seeking redemption. "I came to say I'm sorry," she began. "I was wrong. I judged you. I disrespected you. I made assumptions. I let ignorance speak for me. And I humiliated myself in front of the world." Jordan didn't reply. She continued. "I know saying sorry doesn't erase what I did. But I've started anti-bias training. I'm volunteering with youth mentorship groups. I want to change. Please accept my apology. Not because of who you are now, but because of who you've always been." Jordan looked her in the eye. "Mrs. Parker," he said, "I don't need your apology to be okay. But I hope you mean every word. The world needs less judgment. More listening. We all deserve dignity." She nodded, tearfully, and left. That afternoon, Jordan made a short public statement. "I believe people can change. But it must begin with truth and responsibility. May this be a lesson to anyone quick to judge." He later announced a new NovaJet initiative, Seats of Honor, a program allowing underprivileged students to experience first-class travel, mentorship from aviation professionals, and empowerment talks about leadership and identity. Thousands signed up in weeks. Judith, now a volunteer for the program, often shared her story. And every time she did, she repeated the words Jordan once told her. "Don't mistake a stranger's silence for weakness. Sometimes, it's the sound of grace choosing not to speak." Moral lesson: assumptions can ruin reputations. Prejudice clouds judgment. Respect must never be selective. We rise as a society when we treat everyone with dignity, no matter their age, color, or appearance. Power wears many faces. And often, the most powerful choose humility over hostility. This story was humbly crafted and brought to you by Elliot Stories. Catch you on the next one. Elliot Stories appreciates you all.